Nobody want to hear you, zipper dog.
Hey, yo, chill.
3, 2, 1. Hey! It is Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Yes, it is.
March 9th. The greatest rapper. God bless his soul. Rest in peace, kid. It's because of him now. At least I know what beef is.
Mm.
The greatest rapper of all time died on March 9th. Yo, my name is Bishop Brigante. This is my co-defendant.
My name is Drect.
You know what I'm saying? Organizing the culture one episode at a time. You know what I'm saying? Today is the day that we lost one of the most incredible lyricists of all time.
Talk about it.
And that line is so epic because it actually comes from battle rap. It comes from Cannabis versus LL Cool J on arguably a top 10, maybe top 5 battle rap record ever made. Depends who you ask. Could be top 5, could be top 10.
Give him the history. Let's go.
And he said, that shit was the worst rhyme I ever heard in my life. Because the greatest rapper of all time died on March 9th. And LL Cool J had coined the term GOAT. Cannabis used it against him and saluted Christopher Wallace.
Right.
The late, great, phenomenal, unbelievable Biggie Smalls, the Notorious B.I.G. God rest his soul. I always think, what would hip-hop be today with Biggie Smalls included? And I always say after that thought, fuck whoever killed Big.
Well, let me say this. Biggie is... We forget the age that Tupac and Biggie died at. Because there was such these huge monolithic figures, right? But if you really break it down to the nitty gritty, they were just getting started, bro. I feel like Tupac was well prepared to go on for years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like the way he lived his life and the way he put together his discography.
Well, his work ethic in the studio was unmatched.
Right. Big. Imagine, would you think Big would be bigger than Jay now?
Or what would they be together? Would that have been the original Watch the Throne?
I was just about to say that. Would have been Big and Jay instead of Jay and
Kanye.
Another one. Yeah, shout out Long Live Big L and Big Pun also. Twiz with the ill comment.
Appreciate that, but it's Biggie Day. Let's stick to it.
Wasn't Jay-Z supposed to sign Big L?
Big L? I believe so. I believe so.
Ooh, that would have been one of them ones. Oh my god.
You know what the other thing about that makes Big so like just such a figure. The thing about him was, with the help of Puff, it was both albums felt like an actual movie. They felt like movies. You could make movies out of them, right?
One hell of an executive producer. You got to give him his credit right there.
Yeah,
I remember
those were movies to me. Those were movies to me.
Yeah, every time I think about Puff, executive producer, and I think about Keisha Cole about to cry in the studio doing the 400 take. Oh, that was primetime television. But anyway, today we got some battle rap shit popping. First of all, we got our guest, Myverse.
The ever so talented Myverse.
She been my friend for years. Listen, I always tell this story. And ask her when she comes on the show, Bishop.
I got a good one too.
Myverse came to the battle when Johnny Storm battled Mosh. That was the first grind time battle to ever pop off on World Star and all that stuff, right? And she was like, "Oh my God, I could never do this." And we were like, "Myverse, you need to hop in, battle it now. You'll be huge." No, well, I could never talk down to somebody like that. I'm a poet and I love hip hop. I could never do it.
Big heart.
You know what I'm saying? Fast forward years later, she's screaming all in everybody's face, digging in everybody's pockets like Capital One. What's in there? You heard? Yo, the other thing, Woman of the Year.
We're gonna talk about that.
How did you feel about the panel, Bishop?
I'm gonna be 100% honest, and I'm gonna give all of my takes in real time because I have no idea what this is all about. I saw something
Oh, we didn't talk about
posted.
it.
I saw something posted about Yoshi G. I saw some response posted from 40 bars,
Oh,
and I have no idea. So you're gonna get raw, in real time reactions from me.
oh,
We're gonna do that tonight. This
oh.
was happening today.
Yo, first of all, Twiz, hold on, hold on.
Yo,
Of
Twist is on a
course,
ride today.
of course, it's Biggie Day, but bro, Coffee just won Woman of the Year.
What?
Coffee just won Woman of the Year, bro.
What? Hold on, wait a second. What? Wait a minute. What? Wait, Coffee got woman like. Wait a second. Are we talking battle rap right now, or are we talking
Champion.
like battle rapper of the year,
No, man. Woman of the Year.
woman of the year battler?
Yes.
Coffee?
Is this your real time response you was talking about, bro?
Are you serious right now? This what's going on?
Oh my God, Bishop. Yo, for those of y'all at home that don't know, Bishop is a crip.
You're making me want to drink a Pepsi. And I don't even drink Pepsi.
Y'all see it? Is it focusing?
Oh wait.
I got a Sony. The Sony autofocus is supposed to be. Oh, there you go.
Okay. I see it. So, okay, so we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
Listen, get in the comments right now before we even bring Myverse on because she's.
I need everybody to fucking. I need everybody to tweet this show. I need everybody to tweet it, add it to your Facebook, your Instagram,
Right.
and let them know that I just found out who Woman of the Year is, and I'm losing my mind right now
Bishop,
on YouTube.
why would you find this out in real time, bro? Yo, so just so y'all know, Bishop purposely didn't watch who won yesterday,
I didn't even know they were doing this.
right? And yes, you did.
What do you mean?
Bishop purposely
I've been doing shit all week.
ignored all this shit so we could come on the show and he could have a real reaction. I didn't think he was actually going to do it.
Hey, listen.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to deliver all the news to him alongside.
You guys all got to understand something too, right?
Go ahead.
When I get this information and stuff like that, this is how I react in real time, off camera as well. It's the same thing. What? What? Are you kidding me? Why? These are my questions.
Yeah. So Bishop, who would you have picked for Woman of the Year? Salute to Hardcore Flavor. Let's go.
Okay, so I mean, right off rip, the people that I'm gonna have. So we're talking about 2022, 2021, right? So off rip, I'm gonna have. I think. I'm gonna say, what's home girl that we like? Man, I'm horrible. Why am I drawing a blank to her name?
Vixen?
Yes, Vixen. I give Vixen Woman of the Year. Okay. Why are we saying Woman of the Year? Why is it called Woman of the Year?
Yo, somebody please deliver the message to Bishop.
Why are they calling it that though? What does that mean?
Yo, Bishop, they gonna be killing you, bro. Bishop. Yo, Bishop, listen to me, right? Woman of the Year is like Champion of the Year, but it's specifically for a female battle rapper. They crowdfund, they raise the money for the women, they do Performance of the Year, they do Female Battler of the Year, right? They do Body Bag of the Year, and they do Battle of the Year.
Okay, so Woman of the Year is Woman Battle Rapper of the Year. Okay, good. That's just, I don't know. I just
they call it Wampion instead of Champion, or they call it WOTY.
Wow.
Or they call it WOTY. like WOTY, WOTY. Like, where
Rampion
you
is
at,
the
WOTY? We
worst.
over here, WOTY.
Rampion is the worst thing I've ever. Anyways,
I've heard all
um,
three. I like WOTY.
I like 40 bars. I like who I just said. Why am I Vixen?
Yeah, what up, heavy bag? And you right, man. Bishop, you've been watching Flip Top. You've been watching battles in Indonesia. You've been watching battles in the Philippines. Where have you been at, Bishop?
Yo,
This is like the
Jazz the rapper has by far. Jazz the rapper has by far probably the performance of the year for the ladies.
So do you
But
want me
why
to
is
tell you
Yoshi G not involved? I saw somebody write Yoshi G's not involved. Then I seen Disaster say you shouldn't. Like, I don't understand what's going on, but Yoshi said don't mention me. I don't want the drama. And then Disaster said you don't decide who gets mentioned to somebody else and Rita. And there was like an argument, but it wasn't really an argument. It was I guess a happy Twitter conversation, whatever. Listen, why is Yoshi G not on the list? Prestavia is fairly new as far as I know from hearing about you, but she had a pretty crazy battle the other day.
right?
Would that be 2022? I think the girl that stands out last year was Vixen by far, was it not?
I mean, what about 40 bars?
And 40 bars.
So
40
you would
bars
take
got
Vixen, you would take Vixen over 40 bars?
Did 40 bars battle Surf last year, right? Yeah.
Yeah, smoked him.
And who else did she battle?
He admitted it too.
Right. Why is Yoshi G not on the list though?
Why do you think?
I don't know.
Yo, listen.
I like Jazz.
I'm gonna give y'all.
Rapper.
Listen, before we bring Myverse on, look at this. Let me show you this. These are the fan
What
votes.
about C3?
Hold on. These are the fan votes. I sent this to you, Bishop.
Percentage.
Look, watch. Friend of the show, Rita, break this down.
This here is the announcement for the fan vote. You guys did have a percentage and the panel and everything that we discussed for your guys' Woman of the Year.
This is awesome, by the way.
And I do have those in order for you. In the first position, your guys' Woman of the Year was Vixen the Assassin.
That's the fan vote.
Number 2 for you guys was 40 bars. Number 3 was a tie between KCJ and C3. And number 4, Coffee Brown was in that spot. So shout out to all the women. Shout out to everybody who donated and voted and got the surveys. Next year is going to be bigger and better, and we can't wait to see you next year. Coffee Brown, again, congratulations for winning 2021 Woman of the Year.
So the actual panel voted for Coffee Brown. All things into consideration, the panel, all women with status, Sarah Connor, Rita, etc., in battle rap, winged. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the women that were on the panel.
I know Rita. I know Sarah Connor. Who else did you name?
Winged.
I don't know who that is. Who else?
Who else was on the panel? Y'all help me out.
Okay, so wait a second. Okay, who did Coffee battle last year? Hustle. And that was an awkward as hell battle, right?
Yeah.
And then when was the year that like somebody's boyfriend jumped in or some shit? I'm so out of the loop, bro.
Yo, this nigga is crazy.
Yo, listen, I don't know why. Listen, if you are not, listen.
Son.
Every Wednesday I host a battle rap show, and if I don't know how many, like all these battle, that list to me is bugging. Listen, Vixen had an incredible year. Even all the girls that were doing this all year, that group, what's the crew called?
Yo, break that down. Break that down. Because every time you bring it up, it looks wild. You have to explain that.
All of the Bardashians do that. They go, when they rap, they go, yo, yo, yo. They all do that. Even, what's her name, Casey J had a dope year. Vixen had a dope year. Jazz had a great performance because she only battled once, right? She had a great.
I'm not gonna hold you. I thought that somehow Jazz was gonna win. I thought they were gonna be like.
I mean, I think she was probably I think she was probably put. Did you send Myverse the link? She was probably put in an like. Listen, a lot of people, because she's such a fan favorite,
You know what?
put her as an easy dub against Gaddis. The people that are seasoned and you know OGs like us kind of knew it was going to be a real fight for her.
Mm-hmm.
On the day, not so much. It didn't happen that way. Gaddis didn't have the right material, whatever. But she still, Jazz came out swinging and put Gaddis on her back. Now, that was a big moment. So I need to know the moment that Coffee had that took Jazz out of that slot, or Vixen out of that slot, or Yoshi out of that spot. Like, what happened here?
1 second. I sent Myverse the
Teach her how to get in the green room. But, like, what happened there? Because I think Coffee's dope. I think she's dope. But Battle of the Year?
I mean, she got T-Top. She had an ill battle with T-Top. See, the one thing about Coffee...
Bro, C3 was wild in this year.
But look, the one thing about Coffee is she consistently battles dudes. You know what I'm saying? How much you think that should weigh versus being exclusively battling women all year?
Well, it doesn't matter anymore because the ladies have definitely shown in the last couple of years that it doesn't matter if you're a dude or if you're a woman, they get busy. So, in my personal opinion, when I saw Woman of the Year, I understand it, I respect it. However, there are a lot of women that are either smoking some dudes out there and are competing at levels where we shouldn't even be talking anymore about whether they're battling a dude or a lady. In my opinion, the ladies have proven themselves. They've proven themselves that they've been here all along. I've always loved them to get busy.
So you said you think Vixen should have won Woman of the Year, and you got 40 bars in a close second.
I got her and 40 bars are my top two. Like I could either way, I'm okay with either of those two.
Okay. Now my question is, I wish you could play a part of it on the stream, but I don't think you should do.
Play a part of what?
A part of the voting and all that.
Well, let's just talk about it because whatever.
But the other thing is, damn, I lost my train of thought, Bishop. What the hell did I just ask you? Oh, I now remember. So you had Vixen, then 40 bars. All right. Now, who do you think is the best female battler right now? Like, right, if you had to pick one and put all your money on, who you going with against any of the rest of them?
If I had to pick one, man, there's so many good. I mean, I can't pick one, man. Prestavia is clearly.
Oh, now you want to say Prestavia?
Listen, I can't speak on somebody I didn't know. You discover the greatness early. I didn't know, but as soon as I hear and see the work,
watch it as soon as I put you on, so that way you could be like,
You're right. I'm not arguing with that. However, I still think Yoshi G is incredible. I still think 40 is incredible.
You're naming multiple people, man. Who is the best right now?
I don't know, man. I think C3 is incredible too. I don't know.
So Coffee won, and you didn't say Coffee's name. So let me ask you this: How good do you think Coffee is?
I think Coffee's dope, but I don't see enough of her to be in this conversation. Right. I don't know. And like I said, man, I said it before, inside the ring, outside the ring. Like, this is, when we're talking about champion of the year, we're talking top 10, we talk about top 5. I told y'all a couple weeks ago, it's got to mean a lot more than just being like, okay, let's give it to her because she's there. Oh, she's standing right there. We better give it to her. Like, nah, we need somebody to figure out number 7. Let's give it to her. Nah, you've got to give a lot more validity, and you have to give a lot more value to this top 10 list. Man, why? Yo, I can't stand. Listen, I'm gonna just start banning people from our show because if they be talking for me, and I can't stand that. I'm being very clear. What I'm saying is, you got to be able to be outside of the ring, inside, like champion of the year. That's a big deal, isn't it? Are we trying to continue to make it a big? We're trying to make it a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as the culture progresses this, don't you think the criteria has got to evolve? Because now we're taking, the women are finally getting that recognition, yet now they're getting pushed back to the old criteria.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not with it. These ladies are kicking ass out here, bro. When you talk about C3, you're talking about a killer. When you talk about Vixen, you're talking about a killer. Listen, not everybody in battle rap wins all the time. So because you think that Vixen lost to Loso, that doesn't mean she's not a killer. It doesn't mean she's not, representing at a level that people are watching and enjoying. You know what I'm saying?
cool. Check this out.
Okay, the 3% of the world had coffee eating tea time. The rest of the 97% of the world did not think it was going to happen. And I think, because like perception and how they look at their battlers and look up to them is like everybody looks at them differently. I believe Kofi is more of a gangster in real life than T-Top. Damn! Talk your shit. Damn! I do. Okay, the 3% of the world.
So shout out to Hurricane Dude, who was also on the panel. Okay. So
what about First Lady Flames? Twiz said it.
So what I'm saying is a dub against T-Top for Coffee. Mind you, you were talking about Vixen. Vixen lost to Loso pretty clearly. You know what I'm saying? How do those small, minuscule, not even minuscule, how do those type of things weigh in this conversation?
Because consistency makes history. Consistency makes history. And in my opinion, you beating T-Top doesn't make you battle rap champion of the year. Sharon just beat T-Top. Is he going to be champion of the year? Or has he got a long road to go ahead of him? I need to bring our guest on. Listen, I need to bring our guest on right now. I'll tell you why. Number one, they need to put respect on this young lady's name.
That's
number
fact.
one. I've been saying that publicly. I don't gotta say it for no other reason.
Fact, though.
But
That's
fact.
Though. Yo, she better make this a clip and put it out on the gram because she get hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, and before I'm gonna bring her on. But I gotta tell you a crazy story. I don't even know if I told you the story, but I'm gonna tell you the story on air. But ladies and gentlemen, please, in the chat, in the comments, please give a warm welcome to none other than Myverse. What's going on?
What's up, y'all?
What's popping?
Nothing much, man.
Look at you right there, surrounded by vinyl.
Yeah.
So hip hop.
Oh,
no, Myverse. She got every vinyl that ever existed and every Source magazine behind her right now.
Yeah, man. Pretty much.
Yo, so everybody, please go tweet it. Let everybody know we got the ever so talented and incredible Myverse on the show. Myverse, welcome. So I'm gonna start off by going down memory lane with you for a minute because Drect was doing that a little bit before. I remember being in New York and I had to go. I pulled up to the Sprite BET event, right? I think Moneybags won that. Did Moneybags win that?
Yeah, Moneybags was in that.
Moneybags was in that. I think he won it. I don't know if he did, but I remember the producer. We were having a lot of dialogue or whatever, and he was like, "Yo, we got to get together. We got to have dinner. All this stuff." We were talking. We went have a business conversation, right? Yeah. And then Boy Wonder was in town. We was doing some whatever. But
I remember that.
Yeah, but I also had a radio interview with the Ill Doctrine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shout out
It
to
was
Jay
on
Smooth.
Jay Smooth, and it was on New York radio.
Yep.
And I said to Myverse, because I was like, yo, Myverse is, she wasn't, she was out of town. I was out of town, but we was just rolling. She came to the meeting, and then I was like, yo, you were wrong? She was like, yeah. And we went to the radio station, right? She came to the radio station, and Jay Smooth said, yo, Bishop, you going to spit these bars? I said, yeah. I looked at Myverse and said, you going to spit these bars? Yo, let me tell you something, Drect, and everybody listening. I think we might have went an hour straight back and forth
Yep.
of just throwing verses out, freestyling, and rapping on this show in New York. And he didn't stop us. He was like, go. And we just kept going. And I had never been in a situation where even, like, forget female, forget male. I'm just talking about a lyricist and an MC. We was going, like, just going,
Yeah.
like, back and forth, back and forth.
Verse for verse.
Yeah, and I wish somebody recorded it. I wish we had it because it was so dope. And that moment, I was like, "Yo, I got so much respect for this killer, so much respect for this killer, man." And I always tell people that story because you got to be the real deal if you're gonna jump in the fire. And I get busy. You know what I mean? I get busy, you get busy. It was a instant camaraderie. You know what I'm saying?
It was one of those epic hip hop moments that, like,
Yeah,
it was one for the books. Like, you just had to be there.
yeah.
That's
It was
how
dope.
like battle rap is too. You know what I mean? A
So,
lot of
so
like
yo,
the earlier joints was like
Verse,
that.
before we get into Women of the Year, your latest battle, and what's just going on with you, um, I just want to put spotlight on something, right? Do you remember the first conversation that me and you ever had at Redefine? After I don't know if it was the first conversation, one of the first conversations after Johnny Storm battle Mosh. What I
Mhm.
said to you?
I remember y'all were like, "Yo, when you gonna get in the ring? When you get in the ring?" And I'm like,
And you
"Nah,
remember what you said?
I don't feel like being mean to people."
I'm too nice. I could never
I
do
was like,
that.
I just want to do poetry, and I'm in the poetry competitions, and I kind of want to like heal people's souls and shit.
Yeah, you healing souls
Which I
now.
still
You
do. I still do. You know what I mean? I still
lifting them and healing them is in the same realm of shit, right?
even in battle rap, I still come from a place of love. It may be
Right.
tough love, but it still comes from a place of love. You know what I mean?
That's how you. So for all y'all people out there that ain't hopped in the ring yet, because you want to be over here healing souls, just remember, tough love. You can get it popping. You heard?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. Lux is the one that inspired me and said, you know what I mean, because he was speaking conscious. You know what I mean? And he was like, he was just speaking that shit that I like. You know what I mean? And so to me, I was like, oh, okay, so there is a lane for conscious MCs, and you know what I mean. There's a lane for people that got a message and substance in what they got to say. So he was just one of those people that inspired me to get in the ring. So for sure.
We talk about it all the time. You know who they saying you look like in the chat? Take one guess.
Who?
Take one
Sandra
random
Bullock?
guess. Yep.
You look like Myverse. What's wrong with these guys?
I don't
You
know.
know.
I don't think guys understand how annoying that shit is. Like,
You
stop
don't
telling,
you don't even look like Sandra Bullock. That's the crazy part.
like, stop telling girls that they look like another person. Like, it just doesn't. It's not a compliment.
Step your conversations up, Twiz.
You're
Nah,
gonna have to
did
hear
I
the
say me?
blind bullet
They
as
tag
your
me in
bullet.
every big booty Latina. They be like, "Yo, I thought this was you," and I'm like, "Fuck you."
Okay, so Verse, let me ask you a question because I got this all in real time, and because
Oh,
I'm
yo,
not
you're
I'm
the
not
worst. You're the
no,
worst.
I'm not, because you know what? I'm genuine. Everything you're gonna get is raw, uncut, unadulterated, raw,
Pause.
right?
Pause.
So I heard just now, and don't feel away. Please don't hold back, but I'm a little bit shocked. I don't know. Coffee is champion of the year.
Hmm.
Now, who do you don't have to give your opinion specifically on that, but who would you have placed?
Nah, give your opinion specifically on that. What are you talking about, Bishop?
I don't. I'm
Who
putting
should be?
myself on the spot, not her.
I think me. I should be woman of the year. Fuck that.
Why? Talk your shit. Why?
Nah, I mean, I'm just fucking with you. I mean, obviously, it clearly has to do with people that battled last year. Um, I I don't know what the criteria is to be in the Woman of the Year. Now, all I will say is, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how long they were discussing this. You know what I mean? But I
So
feel like,
you didn't watch the show.
I didn't.
So
Okay.
what's the criteria, Direct?
Yeah. What's the
It's the
what's the
same thing as
criteria?
champion, but it's for women. You know what I'm saying? It is the woman champion. The same
Right, but what's
criteria
the
that we all know. Uh,
criteria?
the amount of battles that you had in a year,
Okay.
amount of perceived wins,
Okay.
uh, who you battled, and what platform these battles were on.
It's the platform thing for me. Like, who cares? You know,
Right,
Well,
right.
let me ask you
you
this.
could be, you could have been on all these great platforms and done shit. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like that shouldn't really matter. It should really just be like the quality of your performance, the quality of your writing, and like the
Does
impact.
anybody jump out to you? Does anybody jump out to you right now, like off first thought, who
Um,
had a good year in 2021?
uh, out of the females, it's like with the females, it was a lot of like ups and downs for them. You know what I mean? So it's almost like they kind of were just coasting. You know what I mean? So like, because we can't deny that Gaddis, when she came out, her performance against Official was like, holy shit. You know what I mean? You
Mm-hmm.
weren't seeing females doing that type of cadence and like that intricacy. You know what I mean? And rhyming. So like, um, her, Prestavia, like Prestavia was she bro, she had people like, who the fuck I mean, she joined gun titles. Like she was able to, one of the biggest, like, talks about battle rap crews, like she joined. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like,
he couldn't stop talking about her.
so you can't tell me like, Prestavia doesn't have, but then I understand, one round battles to some people don't mean much, but it's the same thing. It's just compressed into one round. We can talk about it. But yeah, I mean, if it talks about amount, impact, because obviously Gad is taking that L to
Jazz.
yeah,
Jazz.
you know what I mean? Like that kind of just like made her back to like square one, you know what I mean? And then KCJ, I like their point when they said, yo, she's the face now. You know what I mean? So like to be able to do that, but then she
Hey,
faced
that's a good point. That's a good point.
she faced 40 bars, and 40 bars,
Who
you
you think
know.
won that battle?
I I'll say arguably 40 bars won. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, 40 bars. When did 40 battle on Kings vs Queens, the
She
newest
got a
one?
surf.
Battle. She smoked him. Smoked.
You know,
Yeah, you know what, Direct? I'm gonna finalize this because I was bouncing back and forth between Vixen and Bars, but I think I'm gonna go 40.
she
You're not gonna convince me on any level that Coffee, and no disrespect to Coffee,
no
I'm
shut
just saying,
off. I
I'm
mean, her
just saying.
or arguably beating T Top. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, like he's not an easy person to beat. You know what I mean?
But
So
comparable to 40 Bars and Vixen, I'm confused. I'm confused.
Vixen took that L to Loso and pretty much gave Loso his biggest, like, not rounds. He didn't even win like rounds of the year or something like that off of Vixen. You know what I mean? So even though like she ended the year off very strong, she ended the year off very
And
strong. So
Casey battle was crazy.
yeah, that was fire. That was fire. But then, Casey was able to, she did something historical in being the only girl in the tournament, even though you
Right.
can't blame her for what her opponents did, she did what she was supposed to do.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
so
I don't know
why?
what their criteria is. I feel like this is how I feel. I think it should be kind of like how the Grammys are, you know what I mean? Where everybody, all the peers, everybody votes. Like I'm talking about all the battlers vote as well. You know what I mean? So it's not just a panel, you know what I mean? It's actually your peers that voted you. And obviously, you would vote if you can't vote for yourself.
Right.
I mean, maybe you can't vote for yourself. Who knows? The presidents do it, but I think it should be like, you know,
It feels a little forced when you have like four women. It's like, yeah,
yeah,
I feel like it should
yeah.
all be together with peers. But but apparently that's not what it is, right? It's not a
Not
peer
including
driven thing.
Yoshi, like not including Yoshi. I feel like that's kind of another.
How you have Caution ahead of Yoshi, and Yoshi's biggest moment of the year was her battle
You
versus Caution.
know,
Okay, so we can all collectively agree without slandering
yeah.
this process and
I
this
think they're
award.
figuring it out. We gotta, we just gotta, give them the benefit of the doubt. I think they're
We
just
got to
figuring.
organize it,
Yeah, they're just figuring it out. You know what I mean?
organize the culture.
I think this was the first panel for women, so
No, no,
like, give 'em a
because
break.
Vixen won last year.
But that was okay. So there was a panel for that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
so
they're
then we
getting
need a little bit more.
they're getting we're tweaking at it. You know what I mean? We're getting better at it. Like the Grammys probably weren't. They didn't figure it out until 80 years later. So like we'll
Well,
get
I
there.
think I think the fan votes had it right. So the fan votes were, I believe it was number one was Vixen, number two was 40, number three was Casey, and number four was Coffee. And I think
I
the majority of
I
people
like
would have been cooler with that.
I like the
You know
fan
what I'm saying?
vote, but I also think there should be a vote of our peers. You know what I mean? Like
Well, I guess
there's a
by peers you mean battlers, right?
yes, I mean a vote of battlers that will agree this was the body of out of these category of females or males, whatever. This is the body of the year. This is because a lot of people, felt that Yoshi got body of the year. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of battlers that feel that way. So I feel like
Yeah.
having our peers vote on that, I think it gives a little bit more credibility as well.
So, do you think that basically having all the women from media vote on WOTY, as they call it, is a bad thing or a good thing? Because it seemed like a good idea.
I think it's a good idea um when it's like logical, you know. I think it's a good idea if like I just like you said, I don't understand how Caution comes before Yoshi, and that's just one of those things that you don't know if it's a personal thing because it's just kind of just logically doesn't make sense. So it's just one of those that like I think to make it more fair, if we have our peers, chime in on it, but still also have media because you got to understand having people that look from the outside in, you know what I mean, that aren't battlers, that have that perspective is so pertinent, so important, but also people who are really battlers and actually do this, um, which I'm not saying that, like Sarah Connor is not one of them because Sarah Connor's done it. She's been in the ring,
Right.
get more, even if there's people that are in media, like Rain should have definitely been on that panel. That's how I feel. Like Rain, she's
Yeah.
putting,
Why? I wonder why they didn't have Rain on that panel.
why, she's been putting in work and she does
Right.
media. She does her battle talk Tuesdays, you know what I mean? But like I said, we've got to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like this is the second one, they're figuring it out, and I feel like next year is going to be better. I'm sure Champion is listening and they're hearing the people, and then we
Yeah, for
won't have
sure.
a problem
It's
next.
dope that they're even doing it. You know what I mean? When
Let's be grateful that we have
nobody else is doing it.
we have something to look forward to.
But they love when we argue. Myverse is like sage on our show right now. I feel like we're smudging the show right now.
Yo, that's
Yeah, it's just
hilarious.
giving positivity, man. Like I think next year, I'm working towards it. Hopefully I can do something like Jazz does and win like 3 awards and with one battle,
Yeah, so Jazz got what, performance of the year?
You got
She got performance of
performance
the
of the
year,
year, body of
body
the
of
year.
the year, which I don't really agree with that. Um but I mean you gotta understand she probably has a bigger fan base that's like, yeah, body of the year. And
Yeah, yeah.
that's why I feel like it's fair if you have your peers voting as well, because some
And
people have bigger fan base. You know
and
what I
and
mean? So
Jazz
you're
and Vixen both had round of the year. So Jazz got three of the
yeah,
four other awards. So and then Battle of the Year was E Hart versus First Lady Flames, which was fire.
yeah, for
That was
sure. I
fire.
mean, shout out to E Hart.
That was fire.
She definitely fucking killed that.
Yeah, E Hart's a
Um,
killer.
Yeah,
so let me ask you this, my verse. We're gonna remix this, right? We
Okay.
gonna do the Moties, the Myverse of the Year awards. So all these females in battle rap, all right? The Moties,
Okay.
right? So who has Battle of the Year with the women?
Battle of the year. Let me ask you: are we counting Chrome 23? Is that being counted in there?
Nah, this is all 2021.
That was
2021.
that was last week.
Um. All right. Battle of the year.
Mm.
You got to give me the list of like what is the list? What is the category? What are we
See,
going on?
see, see. This is my problem every week on this show because Encyclopedia Brown over here has
Oh
it
my
all
god.
off memory. He's
Yeah,
got
he's
it off
like,
memory.
yeah, like
Like,
you're gonna
but
have to.
Bishop, don't you remember when MC Green Hat battled Left Foot Willie and in 1987
Have to
on
go
that
from
stage in
January
Oakland?
to December. I mean, if I'm gonna say a great back and forth that was solid, that comes to
Mhm.
KCJ versus Vixen.
So you're taking KCJ versus Vixen over E Hart versus First Lady Flames.
Yes,
Okay. Confidently. She said confidently. Look me in the
yes,
camera.
absolutely.
Okay. Round of the
That
year.
was a back and forth. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
it was back and
Right.
Right.
they both went back and forth, and they both, you know what I mean, were equally as good. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, Vixen kind of had a little more oomph in it, you know,
Yeah.
but it was
I'm
just
gonna
a
I'm gonna put this on the screen because
solid
I'm gonna
back and
I'm
forth.
gonna I'm gonna give him his little moment. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give
he
him
is
his
a
flowers.
genius.
Give him his flowers.
So round
Um,
of the year.
Round of the year for the females.
Yeah.
Um, mm, that made me get up out of my fucking seat and walk out. I'll say one of the rounds from Jazz versus Gaddis.
Ooh, you walked out the room?
I walked out of the room on one of her
Oh,
jams.
hold on, Myverse. Let's see how good of a friend you are. For those of y'all that don't know, Myverse is my actual friend. Putting her to the front desk right now, right? When
What?
she said, "Oh, when your manager Dave's a buster," did you say "woo"? And you like, "Fuck out of here, fuck that, I'm defending him."
Wait, what are you talking about?
Oh no,
I
no,
don't.
no, say it ain't so.
What are you talking about?
When Jazz battled Gaddis,
Okay.
she had a line about like, "You think it's a game? Dave's a buster." She said that to me on the stage in the middle of the battle. Everyone was like,
Oh nah.
"Oh,
Oh, she said to you. Oh no 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 no. That wasn't the
all
line.
right, all
I kind
right,
of went like that to her because I was like, don't talk to my friend like that.
all right."
That's what I did for you.
Ladies and
And,
gentlemen, my verse, woman of the year. All right.
but there was a point.
um,
There was a point though that she had me like, oh shit. Okay, Jazz.
the
Yeah.
thing that about Jazz's performance is that it was surgical, and she addressed everything when it's time to. It's time like she embodied that, and she talked about
Nah,
every
she
single
had
thing
me.
she had to talk
She
about.
got me excited. I was like, ooh, like
Not the dance. All
she
right.
had me really
So
excited.
performance of the year.
Performance of the year. Vixen. Am I on Vixen's dick too much? All right, hold on.
So it's the Vixen versus Casey, right? I
Yeah,
think I
all
think if
three
you're talking about
rounds.
performances of the year, it's Vixen versus Casey is what Jazz did. It's probably what E Hart and Flames did in that battle, and what
Yeah.
Gaddis did official. That would be my top five.
you didn't put 40 and surf there.
Let me take that back.
No,
Gaddis
see,
though. Gaddis was one. I'll say Gaddis as far as performance. And the reason why I say that Gaddis versus official is because it was like just of everything. You know what I mean? It encompassed everything, and it was just like y'all don't understand how fucking hard it is to rap with no crowd. Like there was no crowd, and she was straight barring through that shit. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like that's definitely like when you have the crowd to like kind of cushion off of, it makes it a little
Energy.
easier.
Well,
Like
here's my thing though. How 40 didn't win one award? If I'm 40 and I'm like basically
yeah,
the most consistent female
yeah,
battle rapper
yeah, yeah, yeah,
of
yeah,
of not even female, one of the most consistent battlers period of the
yeah.
last 10 years. You know what I'm
And it's
saying?
probably one of her best years because like you don't get no chokes. We didn't get no chokes from 40.
That's what I'm
We got
saying.
straight
What
performance.
what I noticed that happens is that a lot of you know it becomes things become very clicky. Becomes
Mm,
very clicky, and then
yeah,
criteria is gets lost in translation. It gets
yeah,
lost in popularity. Actual skill set, performance, delivery, those things get blurry because it's a popular situation. I
yeah.
mean, if you happen to be at every event and happen to get on everybody's camera and happen to do everybody's media, I have a feeling you might be in an easier race in these competitions at the end of the year.
Sure. I mean,
You know
you're
what I'm
giving
saying?
people content. You know what I mean? If I went
Right.
into every uh media that you know that hated on me, you know what I mean? Like shit, they would love me if I was, I
Right.
think that most of the time it's like I feel like, there should be unbiased media. You know what I mean? Like that should definitely be a criteria in it. You know what I mean? Um, and so I think, yeah, maybe that's if you're trying to like say that's part of why the panel is kind of the way it is. Maybe I mean I don't want to say I don't want to take away the power of what these ladies that they have. You know what I mean? Obviously, they were put on a panel because they know battle rap and maybe it would have been good to have. Was it this? Let me ask you guys: was it the same amount of women in the panel as there was for the champion? Like how many men
All right,
are
so the panel for the women was Rita, Hurricane Dew, Miss Lita, Lola, Tai Tai, CC on air, and Sarah Connor. That's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
Say their names again.
Rita,
so and then how
I
many
know two of those people.
so then how many people are on the panel for champion of the year?
I don't know. Now you asking me
Is there
now.
seven or is there more
Y'all
than
taking
that?
this encyclopedia thing too far.
Is there
It's
seven or is there more than that? Because that's the
I
thing.
don't
Like
know.
there should just be more women on the panel. That's all I feel. You know what I mean?
Do you think it
I
should
don't
be?
know. I don't know why they're separating the panels. Have one big discussion about battle rap.
No,
Well,
but
because
there are women on the champion
women
on the
don't
regular
battle as
champion
much
panel.
as the males do, unless you're
Not
facing
anymore. Not anymore. They
unless
going in.
you're making
Every event there seems to be a woman battling.
So there's also a sentiment that like Jay Black puts money into this and it basically crowdfund the rest of the purse so they can pay everybody extra money for their good performances throughout the year, right?
Right.
yeah.
And it felt like a lot of people didn't donate, but then wanted to come out and cry when their person didn't win. So how do you feel about Jay Black really just trying to do something dope for the culture? People putting up their own money. Does it even matter? Because
I
there's
think
a
we
lot of crying going on.
Nah, I think we should definitely be grateful though. We should definitely be grateful
Right.
that there is something to look forward to every year. Because come on, let's face it, in the beginning of battle rap, there was a shit. You know what I mean? Like we didn't have nothing. It was just like it was just up to the people, and now there's actually okay, so there's 9 people on champion of the year.
Right.
Okay. Do you see what I'm saying? So there should be 9 women. Like just
So, but do you think it should be all women?
um unless you're gonna put females, there need to be females in champion of the year
There
panel
are.
too.
There are. Do was on the champion of the year joint too. Do and Rita, I believe.
I don't remember them. They were in
I
there.
believe. I believe they were. Am
I
I
didn't
wild? Yo, crowd, let me know. Am I wilding or were Do
Yeah,
and
I
or
don't think
Rita
it
on the
was.
regular champion of
I
the
remember
year
it
joint?
was just all these guys in suits. Like,
I mean, I just look at it like this. I would have got it right. So come on, son. Let's do something. Let's get something shaking and popping. You heard?
well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be literally just a panel that goes for both. You know what I mean? And this is the panel, and this is what it is. You know. So, but
All right. So
I like the
hardcore was more
empowerment
than
thing.
music.
I don't like that. I like the woman empowerment. I like that there's a panel of women that are in battle rap. That, you know what I mean. That there is a voice for us as well. You know,
Right.
and I love that there is a women panel. I just feel like the women panel should be consist of more, and just even champion of the year, even women of the year, it should encompass as the peers voting as well. Like, we should really.
I personally think that it should be a lot more seasoned people that have actually either been in the ring. I mean, I feel like you should have been on the panel. I feel like if somebody's not having a super active year,
Hmm.
like if you didn't have a super active year, you should definitely be first name on the panel. If
I like that.
if any lady that battle raps and isn't having an active year, put them on
Hmm.
the panel. Lady Luck could definitely be on the panel.
That's smart. That's a good one.
Babs could be on the panel. Like these are people.
Babs.
Now, Babs
These are
don't want to be on the panel. You think she thinks she want
I
all
think
the
that might be
girls mad at
conflict
her?
of interest. That might be
okay. So
conflict.
fair enough. Fair enough. If like, but that's what I'm saying. Like
Lady Luck is a
these,
good one. Brain.
these,
I think
these
Lady Luck and Brain. That's all there was missing.
You know
And
what I
Jack.
mean? These are people that I believe have such a deep rooted history, have
Yeah.
validity, and have been in the ring, have
For
stood in
sure.
front of a killer. And if you're not having an active year, those should be top priority of who's
And I
and and
think
and
that is
and I'm not even saying get rid of anybody, just add to it.
no. Just add to exactly. Just
Yeah.
add to it, just so that you know what I mean. There's no questioning about it. Like, listen, the credibility of all the people that are on this panel, and this is where I say the peers. Like, I feel like, and I'm gonna echo it again. Like, I feel like the peers, we should have a part in it too. You know what I mean? And
And,
obviously,
and for anybody that's in the chat that has a negative vibe about what we're talking about, this show is called Organized Culture. And what we're doing is we're having open discussions, transparent discussions
yeah,
about any possible way that we could help with the discussion, progression, move forward, and get these things exactly the way all the fans and all the battlers and all the people that are part of this culture enjoy it. That's all. So we're not knocking Jay Black's process. We
oh,
love Jay, we love Jay Black. We love
no,
what he's doing. The
yeah,
inception of this has been incredible for years now. We love
sure.
it. We're just trying to progress it with open dialogue so that we can help, if anything.
It seemed like there was like a lot of people were upset. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
So we
I
should talk
think
about it.
so. Yeah, we should talk about it. It's healthy. This is healthy conversation, healthy dialogue, and like I said, I know that they're champion. I know they're gonna. It's improving every year. This is their second year doing it. Well, for the women, and so just relax, y'all. They got it.
Yeah, yeah. Sage.
Yeah, they got it.
So,
So okay, let me say this real quick, right? So I didn't want to make it seem like we were hating on coffee because I do want to say these things about coffee, right? One,
For-
coffee has the best record on the app with out of all the women. I think she's the only undefeated woman on the app. I think she's one
Ooh,
of the only undefeated battlers on the app.
okay.
So one, that weighed into it. Two, she had that monster 2-on-2 battle this year. Was it in Houston?
Didn't she get killed though? Like, I thought C3 and Beretta, didn't they like win that? I
So
was
here's the
there.
thing.
I was there. I
Wait,
saw it
all right.
live.
So break down what happened in that battle.
Um, the like Beretta, Blaze, and C3 fucking
smoke
won.
their boots.
Okay.
They won. Like, what are they? What is?
Okay. So
What,
Coffee Brown. Well, no, that's
if she did the 2-on-2, that's cool, but
what
she
we're talking
lost.
about.
Was
No.
she
So
supposed to battle A War?
the record and the T-top battle. So I brought those up to basically say he won based off of the T-top battle and her app votes.
Okay.
Because the only other thing was a 2-on-2 battle, right? And mind you, crowd, correct me if I'm wrong.
She was supposed to battle A Ward that year too, or yesterday, or yesterday.
Yeah, I wanted to see A Ward, her and A Ward so
Wasn't
bad.
she supposed to battle them twice?
No, I think. I mean, from what I know, I think it was one time. It was an event
That's
that.
supposed to be on the riot, correct?
The
Yeah,
right, yeah.
yeah.
And
Okay.
A Ward took someone else last minute, right?
I don't know. I don't think she showed up. I think it's, or I think she was there. I think she was just. I think it was just a lot of miscommunication or something that she wasn't able to do it.
Well,
Which
listen.
shout out.
Congratulations to Coffee for winning the award because
But
nobody,
I mean, yeah, man,
nope,
if it
nobody's trying to strip it.
criterias, she met, the criteria of the panels, and that's who they chose, and fans voted on it, and you know what I mean, and that's whatever they were to come with. Then shout out to Coffee,
Yeah,
salute
you
to
won.
congratulations, Woman of the Year. It's not the Modi, it's the WOTY. So salute to you, and girl,
Yeah,
keep winning in
Listen,
life. I hope.
Vixen and 40 bars, and we didn't even say Hustle's name, but Vixen and 40 bars. I
Mm,
think, and then I probably would have had C3 third.
I
mhm.
got Yoshi G in the fourth slot.
Hold on. You put
I think we're sleeping on
Yoshi
C3.
over Prestavia and Coffee.
Oh no, I'm not. Oh my bad. Yeah, you know what? I don't even like going in.
There's too much.
Wasn't really trying to go in any order, but I just think that I think they got to put some respect on her name. That's all. So I'm always rooting for her.
Yeah. Um, just shout out to all the ladies, you know what I mean? Shout
Yeah,
out to all the ladies that put in work last year, that even, got spoken about, the honorable mentions. Like, salute to all the females, the women in battle rap. Like, listen, 2022 has been a beautiful year for female battle rap.
yeah,
And
just
um and I'm loving it. I love seeing that, women are headlining. I love seeing that women are, you know, doing historical cards. So salute getting historical bags. You know what I mean? So salute to the ladies this year. We're showing that, there's by next year there's not going to be female battle rap. It's just going to be battle rap in general.
that's what I was
So
saying at the beginning.
So let's talk about this. Myverse.
talk to me.
You have achieved something that a lot of your peers haven't achieved, which is fame outside of the ring, right? But you
Word.
never let that deter you from being a battle rapper, and you embrace that 360 degrees because it's 2022 and times have changed. Fuck, wear
Yeah.
that shit, right?
Yeah.
Um, why don't some of your peers look at you because you have an elite pen? You're a great performer. You know what I'm saying? And you bring things to the battle outside of just writing rhymes at home all day and then showing up to the battle without doing any marketing and promotion. You have a huge following. Like, what's the problem? Like, what do you really think the problem is?
I think the problem is just they don't want to give me the bag I want. That's it.
So you've been offered the battles you want, but you're not getting the money you want. So you're saying I don't
Yeah.
want it. Okay.
Yeah. They just, you know what I mean? Like, I'll never turn down a battler. I'll turn down the bag. Like, if it's not fair, like, I feel like, come on now, I know y'all got a big little budget, bigger budget than you say you do. You know what I mean? And obviously, there's females that are cool with what they're getting, and like, girl, more power to you, baby. Like, if you know, thank I'm so happy that Remy's out here, you know what I mean, discussing the numbers that females truly deserve. And so I just salute to that. And yeah, I don't think there's really a narrative of like the big girls, like the top names don't want to battle me. It's not even that. It's just I feel like, the bag gotta be right. Obviously, I got a fan base outside of battle rap. But some of my highest views on my Instagram videos are my battles, and so it does definitely translate to battle rap. And so um, salute to the rap committee. They respected the bag. They gave me what I wanted. And I'm just really grateful that there's leagues out there that really do believe in female battle rap and believe that females are worth just as much as the males. And yeah, so like that's just gonna be my fight, and I'm gonna always stand on it. And
So I was going to ask you what made you battle Cheddar, and you said you got the bag.
They gave me the bag, but also, the
Okay.
storyline with Cheddar is that Cheddar is the type of female that has all the big names. She has all the names that everybody wants me to battle,
Hmm.
but unfortunately doesn't get her just due. And so it's really not about resume. It's really not about anything. It's about skill. And if you're dope, you know what I mean. And so she's dope, and I believe that she deserves um, to share my stage, my platform. I'm not going to deny that my platform isn't solid. It's got some numbers. You know what I mean. So I'd be more than happy to share that stage with her because she's dope, and it just fit perfectly with what I'm trying to do. From the name of the event called Retribution to her being named Cheddar. You know what I mean? Like it was just a very good storyline that went with it, and it pushed the narrative of what I've been trying to push for the longest, which is women need to get paid. You know what I mean? The platform is very important, but also the talent is very important. You know what I mean? You can have the biggest platform in the world and be boring as fuck and like sleepy. You know what I mean? Or you
So
can in a backyard in Cleveland and make a statement and make people really fucking talk about your shit.
so I know we spraying sage all over the camera right now, but Verse, who do you just want to smoke, male or female? Who's on your 2022 slow smoke rotisserie list?
Um, I mean, obviously, everybody's Mount Rushmore. That's how I feel. If they're on your Mount Rushmore, that's who I want to battle.
So
Like,
who's the Mount Rushmore?
nah,
40's
man,
on Mount Rushmore.
well, they're not getting free promo from me. The league wants to book it. Let's do it, and I'll talk my shit when it's booked.
I got a
Other than
question. I got a question for you. Out
other
of
than that,
anybody,
Turn up, Bishop. Don't
it's
out of,
ask
toxic.
no foreign questions. Let's get
out of,
popping,
out of,
Bishop.
out of everybody you've battled, what was your favorite Myverse moment?
Um, I think my favorite moments in battle rap are the rebuttals. Those are my favorites. Like, I think those are my favorite moments. It's just the oh shit, she just did something
Or
off the
which one?
No, he
Which one's
means
your
your.
favorite?
He mean out of all the shit you said.
Yeah,
yeah. Like my favorite moments. Oh, okay. I guess okay. Favorite moment in about yeah. I would say my rebuttals, but I don't know. What's your favorite moment? Like I don't want. I like all my moments. I love every time I rap.
this is going to be an Encyclopedia Brown question because I know
God, yo, I can't even go second for once, bro.
you're the encyclopedia, bro.
Um. Okay.
I'm trying to
So
remember exactly that
first of all,
one.
I
Let me
think
look it
Dutch is
up.
monumental just because we were like finally versus spending time with me. You know what I'm saying? That
What?
was monumental for that. But I think the whole Bonnie battle, I was like, yeah, this shit is crazy. You
No.
remember how I felt after the Bonnie battle? I was floating after that joint. I felt like I battled. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Uh,
man. I'd say yeah. That was a good moment there too. I say that, yeah, because I mean, me and Bonnie was a good 9 months. That was like we were supposed to battle in
yo,
April. And we ended up
Rob
battling.
said it. I was just about to say it. Look at the screen.
Mine was Bonnie, the Black Beauty line. Hello,
Can you say
there we
that
go.
line for us, my verse?
Huh?
Can you say that line for us?
I'm good. Go watch the battle.
The RX battle. I'm looking at that right now.
Well, the RX
All right,
battle was
battle.
dope.
I always like the rebuttals of those. Like even when I battled Bonnie, the rebuttal um with Mike P when Mike P was behind her, and that earlier he had like got killed by Av. And then I was like,
Like,
it's ironic you always have a ghost behind you. And then
why was Mike P getting those bars back then all the way to the damn? All right, so in the RX battle, I can't say every word because you rhymed it really good. I don't remember every word when you said something eating chicken dinners and something with the shrimp in it. It's
when
rich in
it's
protein.
but this is like a all right, I don't remember.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Jerry,
talking about. No,
Yeah, she is.
yeah,
Yo, Myverse is a rapper's rapper, bro.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
So it's like
she scores very high in rappability, which is
I
something a
feel
lot.
like I feel like when Myverse is battling, I feel like because she's a rapper's rapper, that I feel like there's a lot of you being held back at times because they're not like because everybody likes things a specific way. It's like set up, punch, set up, punch. But you're actually including your elements and everything, and trying to just not make it what everybody else is doing. I think
Yeah.
that's why people get lost in translation too, right? Because I
Yeah.
think it's when you battling a rap when you're a rapper's rapper and you're battling a battle rapper, it's a big difference. It's
For
it,
sure.
it's mice and men at that point.
For sure.
My
I
verses,
definitely
come on
like.
down to GTX. Come on down
I,
to GTX.
hey,
Which we
let's
will
talk.
talk about another day. But
Talk about GTX though. I'm so congratulations. Let me give you
thank
your flowers. I am so happy for you, Drect. I am like ecstatic, like that you guys are bringing GTX back. That it's, because culturally it was so inclusive. It was so everything. You know what I mean? Every flavor of battle rap that you wanted, you had it. You know what I mean? And that's what I loved about grind time. It was the time where it's like, jokes were fun and so were multis and so were, you know what I mean? That street shit, like it all put in, and it was all in one, you know what I mean? And it
variety
was
show.
rich writing. It was really rich writing. And so I'm so happy that, you Lush and to bring back disaster in this way is just, man, if you've been following the culture for a very long time, you know how monumental GTX coming back
I mean, you come
is.
from the cloth, you know it's
Yo, that was
monumental.
an interesting comment that somebody wrote there. Somebody said my verse is similar to Iron Solomon.
Hmm.
I know why they say
React,
that.
react.
Hey,
There's a lot of thought that goes into those rhymes. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? A
for
lot of
right.
sure.
strategy, methodical breaking down.
It's surgical. It's
He-
surgical for sure.
Hell of a comp. Oh, look at my man Rugged in there. Let's go.
Hey,
Salute my person, the hardest
Rugged.
working MC
What's
out here.
up?
Respects.
What's
So
up?
yo, let's talk about a couple things real quick. Um, First of all, there was some big battles that just happened. Um, for the tournament, we had Pass versus Shotty, right? With
Okay.
Pass winning, I think most of the judges had him winning 2-1. I think they had him winning the second and third round. And you
Okay.
had Mack Myron versus Bill Collector. These were the top four. Mack Myron and Bill Collector had one of the best battles that a lot of us have seen in the past few years.
Ooh,
That's,
I could see that.
yeah, that's an arguable battle of the year candidate. Now, the
I
It's
could
thing
gonna be
with
see
tough
that
to beat
battle was
that.
this: the first round, I thought Mack won by this much, but
yeah.
it wasn't that definitive. The second round, I thought Mack won by even less, but I would admitted that it was a toss up. The third round, I thought Bill Collector won.
I haven't seen
I
it.
don't know where I stand.
Yo, you have no
That's
idea what I.
that's a hell of a battle.
I haven't seen it, and I'm gonna like literally when I get off here, I'm gonna go watch it for
Yeah,
sure.
it's a hell of a battle. If y'all in the
I,
chat right now, drop who you feel won the Mac Mine versus Bill Collector battle because we were in awe watching that. What
I
say
was
you,
looking forward
Bishop?
to that. I was looking forward to that. No, I'm gonna look it up, man. Like I think,
That battle is
yeah, both of them are ill. They're so dope. So
Stay
yeah,
that was
tuned.
probably the hardest battle to judge. Period. I did feel I actually watched it and I had family over that have nothing to do with the culture of battle rap whatsoever. And shout out to Terry. And Terry was like, he was literally watching the battle, like, you know what I mean? You ever put somebody on a battle in the moment because like I had company over, but I had to watch it. So I was like, okay, well, this is what it is right now, guys.
yeah.
And so when Terry watched it, Terry gave the battle to Mack. He
Oh
said,
wow.
he said, they're both
Who is
incredible.
Terry, your cousin or something?
Like yeah, like uh, through marriage, yeah, whatever, yeah. And what happened was, so he was basically saying that they were both really incredible lyrically, but he saw something in Mackk that was like
Mm.
that made him say he's the winner. I think what happens here is that Mackk is able to tightrope walk the line of um, difficulty, like his
Mm.
skill set, but also being able to toe the line with being easy enough to digest
Mm. You know,
lyrically, right?
there's definitely a skill in that, like being
Yeah.
able to do a battle that it's not just references that if you only watch battle rap, you know what I mean? And so like
Hmm.
I think, MCs that can do that can um think of it in a way of like, yo, 20 years from now, like, are people gonna know what I'm talking about when I say
Right.
this
And then
person?
still have enough like easy stuff, but still complex. And the thing about Bill
He's
is
crazy.
that we all know, and Bill was here earlier, but we all know that arguably out of this entire tournament, the one battle everybody was waiting for was Bill versus Mackk.
Oh,
And
of course.
will it happen? Are they going to clash? Is it going to happen? And I feel that Bill prepared those rounds to just lose his fucking mind
Yeah,
lyrically and
a
just go
hundred
crazy.
thousand, 100,000.
So,
So
you know what I mean? They both, those, I feel that that battle was the actual moment in the entire tournament where
Mm,
both people rapped for $100,000, hands down.
fire.
which brings us. Well, before I say that, Real Deal battled Saint. I'm gonna break down that battle. They battled for the title belt. Real Deal had the current title belt. The new belt had rest in peace Bender, rest in peace PH, has both of their faces on it, which I thought was a dope addition. So
Yeah.
Saint, because he won the tournament last year, got the title shot against Real Deal. First round, Saint destroyed him. Uh, we thought the battle was over. Second round, Real Deal Saint has another good round, and Real Deal just comes with an angle that has the crowd going crazy. So it was like
Mm,
Real Deal barely won the second round with that angle. Third round, Real Deal turned up and super destroyed Saint back. So Real Deal ended up winning. He now has two belts. Where does
oh wow.
Real Deal's career go from here? He has bodies on URL. He has all the King of the Dot belts. They're saying he's had the best title defense run in King of the Dot history. Like, where does Real Deal go from here? What's his trajectory?
I mean, you get to a place where you've done it all and now it's about building up new talent. You know what I mean? It's just going for the bag. You know what I mean? No one can ever. I think you get to a point in battle rap, like you have nothing else to prove. Like we know you're amazing. And like we
The
know
only
that
thing Real Deal doesn't have that he needs is the fame and the bag, with the bag being more important than the fame.
mm,
If you're a Real Deal working man's MC, Myverse, I'm asking you, Myverse marketing and branding professional, how do you go get the bag if you're a Real Deal?
well,
You Real Deal's manager, how we getting the
okay.
bag?
How is Real Deal getting the bag? Um, I mean, at this point, he should just go in spaces and argue with Sue Surf. Like,
You
just
know
do
what?
that.
So Real Deal, if you can hear us, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just kidding.
Walk
Don't
around with
do
the two belts
that.
everywhere, go on spaces, argue with Sue Surf, argue with
Yeah,
whoever's going to be the loudest, and argue back.
yeah, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
And then that will in turn make the culture talk about you. And
Right.
then there you go.
I think what Real Deal needs to do
Be
is
messy, be
he,
messy,
Wear
Real
Gucci.
Deal.
Wear Gucci, Real Deal. Wear Gucci,
nah,
wear
nah,
Louis.
nah, nah. I think Real Deal needs to I think he needs to be a little less accessible to his opponents moving forward. I think he needs to pick. I think he needs to create a path, a trajectory, a legend, a legacy path, and I think he needs to focus on that legacy path.
You know what he should do? He should do Midnight Madness. He should do that. You know what I mean?
And put up his belts.
You gonna have all them belts and then just battle whoever on Midnight Madness? He got to battle. He got to be legendary if he battles on Midnight Madness. He can't show up with both of the belts and just do a regular battle.
Wins a Midnight Madness belt and like has the KOTD
Yeah,
belt.
that would be ill. That's good marketing. Your real deal. We giving you some jewels right now. You got to take these joints. You know what I'm saying?
You know, he could. You know how like Thesaurus was the 2 times everything. You know what I mean? So then he could be like
3
belt
times.
everything. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
That's fire. Now we're going to talk about belts in a second, but before we do this, one more thing I have to say.
Okay.
Pass is battling Bill Collector for $100,000. Who wins?
We never know. I don't ever say.
No, you can't cop out.
No,
cop out to a 3 to 5.
No, not doing it.
Bishop, who wins?
Well, here's what it is, right?
Oh, y'all.
I got a hand in Pass being in the competition.
Yeah, I'm not picking.
Yo.
No, because I say this because like they're both elite MCs. They're both elite battlers that like I could very well be like Pass is gonna win and then Bill Collector like
listen, whatever it is and whatever was said to Bill Collector before this tournament started and before he got involved, whatever was said to him that upset him the way it did, the way he talked about early, I don't think Pass's trajectory and dedication matches up with that. Something happened that Bill Collector alluded to and brought up and didn't totally put on the table, but I just know that as hungry as Pass is, and as much as I believe that if anybody could beat Bill, it's going to be Pass, but I believe that Bill Collector has arguably battled himself and fucking elevated every single time. It's mind-blowing what he does. I would even dare to put him in conversations that I would love to see him battle some of our Mount Rushmores because he is arguably destroying everybody in this path except for the XQZ battle. Other than that, he's going nuts on every type of level. I got Bill with the upset if Pass is your favorite, 2-1.
I think Pass winning would be the upset.
Well, Pass is okay. So here's my take on Pass. Pass is literally battle raps. Well, over there he is battle raps boogeyman under the bed. I don't know why, but I'm going to pause that. But he is definitely the monster under the bed for all battle rappers over there. He jumped in the tournament late and actually spazzed and screamed on everybody in their face and sent them to their room with ease. He's like, yo, you are not me, fam. And that was it. Go to your room. He sunned everybody. Now, I actually think the Shoddy battle was a lot closer than many people would say. However, I can understand why he wins. I'm telling you right now. Huh?
I was traveling that day, so I wasn't able to watch it. I think, was it on the 5th? Because if it was on the 5th, then I was at the battle rap event I just did. So I didn't see it. So I'm yet to see this. I'm definitely going to watch after we get off of this and make my assessment there. But, you know, Pass versus Bill Collector, I mean, that's one for the books, man. I'm looking forward to that. And
so if Bill Collector wins this is his second big tournament, right?
Hey, man, he going to be Bill Collector for a real reason. You know what I mean?
Yo, hold on. Now, versus my witness, Bishop. You just took Bill Collector for 100K over Pass.
2-1, yeah.
You tried to glaze over it real quick, but you took Bill Collector 2-1.
Who did?
You did, just now.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah. So you know what I'm going to have to do, right?
You going to talk that shit. Talk that shit.
We're going to talk about this real quick, bro. Verse crazy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
One is this, right? Now, if Myron beat Bill Collector, one more vote, I would have said he's the favorite to win. I would have went with Myron for the fact that he's funny, hard hitting punchlines, he's consistent, and he is one of the hardest persons to beat. One of the only people that I believe has ever, maybe the, yeah, one of like 2 or 3 people who I believe has ever beat A Ward clearly in a battle. Was also super dangerous. I just think that would have been a really hard style for anyone, let alone Pass, to battle with. Pass would have had to change some things up. Now he has Bill Collector. I feel like both of them rap incredibly well, right? I think this is going to push their pins, and I think it's going to be a little bit closer than everyone seems to either be saying Pass or Bill with no close battle. I think it has classic potential. I think it has classic potential. You got arguably the 2 best rappers in the whole tournament. Rappers at the end of this.
I don't think the battle should be on the West Coast.
I mean, they're going to do every battle on the West Coast because that's how they do
it. Well, I don't think they should do that because
Florida.
It's in Vegas.
Same thing. Same thing.
I think I'm gonna go with Pass 2-1. I'm gonna tell you.
He's got home court advantage. I'm like, but Bill Collector is on a different type of mission. However, Pass is this is the fierce Pass that people love, and he is definitely dedicated. I don't think it's going to be a wash by any means. I think it'll be 2-1 Bill, but I think
it's going to be a close battle, split decision.
Yeah.
I think people are going to be arguing over this because even though they both rap well and they're similar in that vein, they're also kind of polar opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Now, are they cool enough that they might do like a little money split?
Hey man,
there's no way I'm leaving with $0, bro.
Like, I'm all about the money split. Like, if I ever did a tournament, I would be like, "Yo, I'll get."
Okay, so Myverse. So how do you have that conversation? If you're Pass, what do you offer? What do you offer as the split?
I say 80-20.
80-20 is fair. If I'm, you seen that, right? You see the 407, right?
Hey, you already know what it is. Ozone, homegrown. Talk to me nice. Yeah, I would definitely do a 80-20 split.
Drect, your split?
Nah, fuck that. They all got paid $5,000 for getting. I'm risking it. I'm risking it all. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm not making no deals.
Yo, we both made it to the end. I'm so proud of you, bro. Think maybe we could. No, I'm a villain. I'm playing the villain.
I hear that shit.
Out of here. Yo, you got that $5,000. Fuck out of here. I don't know what the fuck you doing. What are you doing? It's over. It's quiet. Yo, I'm taking the 100.
I need the money because I gotta make it
wavy. 100K wavy.
Right? I mean, it'll put a lot more.
Where the cash at? Where the cash at?
Nah, you're right.
Zelle or the cash app.
It'll make
100. I need to make 6 figures in one swoop. You got 5. Now, if you didn't get the 5, now what I might do is if you in the corner with the big anime tear on your face and the eye, the Goku joint, I'm gonna be like, yo, here's $2,500, bro.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Get yourself some Chinese food and pay your water bill. You know what I'm saying?
She'd be letting the nerd out every episode.
That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do, right? I'm gonna keep 98.5. You can have the rest. You heard?
I'm gonna tell him to work out that second place consolidation prize with Gannon.
Yeah. Let me put a little 5 on my check. Leave with 95 and let me get 5, so I can at least walk out with 10. You know
go take that up.
I'm gonna give you 500. 500.
I give you shit.
Because here's the thing.
You're gonna die in this motherfucker.
The moment that I say, yeah, bro, it's all good. I think the battle's gonna be better if one of them is really walking.
No, the moment you agree to that shit, the first thing I'm saying is, hey, yo, this punk Drect hit my line. Talking about he got bills to pay. Try to look Bill in the face like Bill gonna play. Give him a piece of my plate. Like, oh.
Hey, I would throw 1,000 at you. There go your bill money.
You try to give me the sad face.
So, all right.
Yo, let's flip this 80-20. I said, you ain't getting any money.
So check this out, right?
These 20s.
Here you go, bar apartment shit. Come on, talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about it. Listen, I want to mention this real quick. We talked about real
Y'all be
having the
saying
belts and
crazy
going to
shit.
Midnight Madness, right? Yeah, I know. But did y'all see what happened with Snake Eyes? Did you see this, Myverse?
I heard it. I heard it.
I seen it. All right, so listen, for those of y'all that don't know what happened, right?
Through the Twitter
Snake
space,
Eyes,
but the Twitter.
yes, and we all seen it, man. It's all good. Everyone done talked about it. So first of all, Snake Eyes beat Nun at the very first Midnight Madness, and he won the hardcore belt. Now, if y'all watch wrestling, which a lot of us do, what happens? And I want to give the crowd a minute to catch up before I say this. What happens to the hardcore champion in the WWF? What is the one stipulation of having the hardcore WWF belt or WWE belt? We're going to give it a second because I want to see what everybody in the chat says. Do y'all know? Without saying it, do y'all know? Vince McMahon says you have a WWF hardcore belt.
No.
What is the one stipulation?
I was out of there since the Ultimate Warrior, dog. I'm out.
What?
I mean, yeah.
You can't
bro.
They can't take it away.
Exactly.
You can't take it where? Oh, you have to defend it.
The whole point is you could be in the dressing room. You could be taking a dump. You could be with your girl sitting in the crowd and you're not even supposed to be fighting that night. If somebody calls you out, you have to defend the hardcore belt right there. Right? So the whole thing, the hardcore belt was supposed to represent like you got to pull up and be ready to
on
battle.
Site. On site.
On site.
Oh, wow.
So what happened is Stumbles and Snake Eyes were supposed to battle at a URL event in Houston. Outside of the event, they were doing the regular promo. Media outlets are there. Yo, I'm gonna win. Yo, you not street. Just regular, whatever. It's all on YouTube so everybody can see.
Yeah.
Now, there's some face pointing, some belt touching. This my belt type. And Snake kind of pushes Stumbles like, don't touch my belt. Don't put your hand in my face. You already know you ain't even built like that. But it's still battle rap stuff, right? We've seen this at multiple battle raps before, right?
Yo, did he really say don't touch my belt?
Yes. Now with all that going now with all this going on, Stumbles man walks in a semicircle behind Snake Eyes and sucker punches him. Boom, hits him. He hits him.
That's not cool.
Tony Bro, who is Snake Eyes manager, salute to Tony Bro, Black Compass Media.
Shout out to them.
He jumps in and starts fighting, defending his friend, and they proceed to jump them. Right? The footage of the camera cuts. You know what I'm saying? Now, it wasn't just like a crazy prison jumping. What I seen, some cats fell on the ground. Cat got up. There was still a lot of yelling and arguing. It wasn't like, oh, we whooped them out. It was just, my man threw the first punch, so let's follow up with the motions, right?
Yeah.
So when in the melee, in the whole skirmish, if you will, Stumbles ends up with the hardcore Midnight Madness belt.
Oh, wow.
He posted and basically says, I'm the Midnight Madness champion now. This is the hardcore belt. He wasn't ready to defend it. So now I'm the champion. So now the whole culture is arguing over, is he really the champion or does he have to give it back?
I mean, I could like punch an artist and take their Grammy, but that doesn't really mean it's my Grammy.
But if it was a hardcore Grammy, would that change?
I mean, this is battle rap, fam. This isn't WWF, WWE. Like, it's not that. It's not WCW. Like, it is battle rap. You know what I mean? It's battle rap, and like now you're getting physical. Like, are we?
Yeah, he didn't fight him for the belt.
No, you just like beat him up.
You're supposed to battle him for the belt.
And to
like
me,
Myverse can't slide. Sorry, I gotta use the example. You're our guest, but Myverse can't slide in Stumbles DMs and be like, "Yo, let's get some food and bring me that belt. I want to see it. I like to see how nice it looks. And then he comes and he shows the belt. And then he's like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. And then Myverse puts the belt on and runs out the restaurant.
I'm
And
not
now
gonna
Super
lie.
Midnight champion. That's the same shit.
Y'all know WWF was a whole show. Was a whole scripted show.
Yeah.
There was some weird things that
But you gotta actually fight for that belt, no?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if they're cool with putting hands on each other and still battling after that, fuck it. It's a storyline. You know what I mean? By all means.
So now, what does that say about the direction that battle rap is going?
yeah,
Specifically,
it's been going that direction. But let me say this real quick. I'm kidding. In all honesty, like, why are we fighting at this point? There's huge sponsors. There's celebrities invested. There's bad money on the line. At the end of the day, so salute to Nestle, man. Bishop got me cheese from.
Yo, listen. That's why Ness comes out here, dog. He knows what's up. He knows the talks.
Yeah.
Young Maple is killing me.
If they're willing to fight for a belt that was created last month, cool, man. Like,
damn, when you say it like that, that sounds crazy. But let me say
this. It really shows how nerdy this conversation is when she says like that. Sage the room, Drect. Sage the room.
Nah, but for real, first of all, this is what sucked about it. Stumbles, I'm not familiar with Stumbles' work like that, but I've heard his name tossed around. Snake Eyes had a couple monster battles in the last year. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody I was rooting for to get back on URL and really show what he's capable of. And like somebody had hit me up and they asked me if it was fake because the way camera cut and stuff. Like, you think they made it up to promote? Yeah. I'm like, no, because this is both of their shot. They both got a shot on URL, biggest league right now. If they did good in this, they'd be talked about. They'd have a chance at a bag. They might end up in one of these competitions. Why would you squander that opportunity? Like when I saw Snake and Tony Bro talking in Spaces, first thing Snake did was apologize because he's like, I really wrote some great material. This was my chance to get back on. You know what I'm saying? Damn. So I feel for them for that. And Stumbles is just running with this. He posted a picture of some random dude with a Patriot shirt on in the convenience store with the belt on his shoulder. And he's like, yo, he's taking the whole belt on tour. You know what I mean? So I look at this one of two ways. Is Stumbles smart for this, or is he squandering his opportunity, or are they building back up for a battle that everyone's going to want to see?
I mean, if he has any type of respect for Surf and like what he's trying to do and all of that, you know what I mean? Obviously, you should battle for the belt instead of just trying to steal it from somebody and just, it's kind of making a mockery of the whole thing, to be honest with you. It's making it seem like this belt doesn't really matter if I can just steal it and say that I'm the champion, you know what I mean? And that's not cool because, the whole purpose of Midnight Madness was to bring it back to the essence of let's battle for something, and it goes into the whole, like, even champion of the year, like, it's how much value do we put into these things, and so, like, for something to look forward to, if you respect what that platform is and what they're doing, you gotta battle for that belt. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta battle for it.
He should just mail it back, package it up, and mail it back.
I don't see that happening. I mean, I think he's having way too much fun with this. I took the belt from you. What you gonna do about it? Type.
But here's the thing, right? It's a double-edged sword because at the end of the day, this is entertainment, and this is.
Yo, you love this shit, bro.
No, he's no.
Just admit before you continue. Tell me you love this storyline. This is exciting to you.
If it's
tell me right now.
If it's real, I don't like it. If it's fake, I like it.
You don't like it?
For fake, I get a kick out of it. But if it's real,
it's fake, this is awesome. If it's for real, then I'm just like, oh. But like, it makes it for good bars that are going to be made in this battle. It's going to be, you know what I mean? Like it's creative.
Well, I had no idea who the other dude was.
I'm not going to lie. If I was Snake Eyes, I'd be mad as shit. And I'd be like, yo, like, fam going to have to see me at some point. But, and Tony Bro probably feels the same way. But, bro, this might be both of their biggest payday. I'm watching it. If they announce, if they announce that shit as the opening battle on Summer Madness, I'm making sure I'm early. Yeah. I want to see what they say. I want to see what's going on if it gets physical in the back. I want to see all that shit. So
So it's not Midnight Madness anymore. So is it like
no,
what
it
is
is
it now?
no. That battle wasn't on Midnight Madness. The ba-
Oh,
yeah, so Snake
so
is supposed to be
folks just
battling Twerk. Snake was supposed to be battling Twerk on Midnight Madness for the belt.
oh
So
yeah,
as
that's
far as I
right.
know, that matchup is still set up.
Hold
So
on.
this was another thing with people trying to
Wait
say
a
it
minute.
was Snake.
So what is you know what? This is what should happen. Surf should just make another belt. Say that belt doesn't matter anymore.
No, that belt looks somewhat expensive.
I mean,
Gonna
either
take my
that
belt
or
from
like,
me.
yo, you gotta run up on him, man. You gotta put some respect. Listen, you gotta put some respect on that belt. If not, then like people could just steal it, and it's really
Yo,
just.
so what's going on now? I see people saying Snake is battling Cortez. Is he battling Cortez? Is he battling Twerk? Is he battling Stumbles? Now I'm not gonna
I
lie.
thought Snake Eyes versus Twerk March 25th. What happened? That's not
Say this
happening.
again.
Oh, okay, that was another thing. Okay, I see what they're saying. Because he was okay. So Snake was scheduled to battle Cortez, but then Twerk came in and said,
I'm
"No,
fucking dizzy. I'm dizzy.
I
I
want
know.
I'm dizzy already.
these are the backstories. No, this is what happened with Twitter Space. Twitter Space makes all these backstories now. So this is what's
Well,
happening.
Direct, when are we gonna start doing these Twitter spaces, bro?
Yo,
Y'all
you
should
were the
really
king of
get in on that.
Clubhouse.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
My
you was
clubhouse
playing our
popped.
shit. He had Van Lathan. You know what I'm saying? He had mad people in our shit.
I had Coolio in my on my fucking
Yo, Bishop used to get that shit.
clubhouse.
Royce the 5'9". He had our shit popping every
Everybody, bro. Hey, every headline that went out there when
organized culture should be in spaces.
when the game said I'm better than Kendrick Lamar and it made all the headlines, that was in my clubhouse room.
Hey,
They be making all the headlines out of my rooms and shit. I was like, man,
that's
how do I monetize this?
Yo, Bishop, does organized culture need to transfer itself into spaces? Then we just
Not transfer. I think
record the
we need.
conversation and put it on here.
you don't have to transfer. In fact, you could actually still keep the same setup y'all have, and both of y'all are on the phone. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then whoever's talking, you can hear it.
Mm.
You know, and I think it would be cool to see your reactions in the conversation.
Okay.
So
So you saying record it just like this, but be on spaces,
yeah,
and then yo, you got your thinking bucket on today. I see that. I see that.
fuck with me.
So
Listen, if any Battle League had hired me as their marketing director, like
Same.
I could take you guys so far.
I live and die for marketing and brand strategy.
All day. Or just finding different ways to just kind of chime in.
I
You know what I
agree. I agree. Hire these good people. We
Yo,
need
so
we need
wait, 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 wait,
diversity in
wait.
the workplace too.
There was another thing that happened.
Espanola, some maple, holla.
What else
Go
happened,
ahead,
man?
Bishop. What happened, Bishop? When you start squinting your eyes and shit, saying,
I'm
hold
reading.
on, fam,
I'll
jeez.
tell you what happened. Myverse versus Cheddar. Make sure y'all go watch that shit. I'm gonna need y'all to go to the rap committee. Make sure y'all go watch it, run the numbers up. Shout out to Cheddar. Make sure y'all go follow them. Make sure you guys tap into the rap committee. Go ahead and follow them.
Hey, what was what?
I heard some things. I heard you got crazy.
I
Yo,
mean,
you want spray sage right now? Well, peace to the MCs. It was a
yeah.
very good battle. It was a highly competitive match, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity. Go ahead. She like,
Um,
damn, you took the words out of my mouth.
actually, actually, nah, man. I did what the fuck I was supposed to do, man. I did. I went to Cleveland. I went to.
You can't even sound mean when you
I,
you try. She's like,
I,
yeah, I did what the
went,
fuck I was supposed to do. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I smoked her,
yeah,
and you
I
know,
went to Cleveland. I went to Cheddar's backyard, and I did I did my duty. I
Cheddar's
did what
dope.
I was supposed to do. So, yeah, man. I just need everybody to go run those numbers up and show love to
Run
it.
the numbers up. My verse,
Yes,
verse. Cheddar, what is we doing right now? Is you stupid? Is you dumb? Or is you dumb and stupid? You heard? Run it up.
Can somebody put the link in the chat? Hold on, let me put the link in there.
yeah. When you guys after you hear, go ahead and see what I did, what Cheddar did. We had
Can I play a round?
it was one round, but we both
Can I play the round?
definitely overwrote because we're both fucking rappers. We were like, fuck that. You're not gonna over rap me. So we both kind of went like 7 minutes each, but with crowd reaction and stuff. It was yeah, man, like it was good. C3 and Prestavia were 25 minutes. Ours was 22 minutes. So we were 3 minutes shy of a 3 round battle. So
Fuck it. Fuck it. Those are the best ones. You gave the people what they wanted.
yeah,
More
man.
battlers need to do that. Salute battlers giving the people what they wanted. What is that
Yeah.
link? What link is that, Bishop?
It's Myverse versus Cheddar.
Oh,
My
okay.
first cheddar. Make sure
Listen,
y'all go ahead and
type
click on
u2.be/V0JDEOA7. Woo! If you want to see that, you heard? You heard? If you remember everything I just said, get it popping. It will remain on the screen for 5
Can't they
minutes.
click that?
I think they can click it in the actual chat. From how we see the chat, it just looks like.
Yeah. But don't leave yet, y'all. Just watch it after. But definitely show love to it. That's what my weekend consists of. So you saying all of these battles that happen and all this stuff that's happened, I didn't even really get to peep any of that because I was just in the dojo, man. You know how it is to be in that
What's
mind
up?
state. Yeah, like, and then it was just doing
The
that.
Doing the ice match like Pai Mei on the mountain. I heard you, Verse. I heard you when you said it. I heard you. I was there.
Yeah, man. Salute to Cleveland. I went out there, and yeah, man, I look forward to the next whatever I end up doing. If it might be an independent joint, who knows? Maybe it might be on grind time. Who knows?
Yo,
GTX.
listen, I don't even know what grind time is. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So let me ask you. So GTX stand for?
Hmm?
GTX. What does GTX stand for then?
Good time.
All right.
I thought it was
Listen,
grand.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. Hold on.
Isn't it grand time?
Call it grand time.
I'm gonna be real with you, right? So the whole part of it is nobody really knows what it stands for. So I mean, all will be in my Yoda voice. All will be revealed in due time. You know what I'm saying?
That is a horrible.
More quiet lately
that
because
is a horrible Yoda voice.
It's
Can you do a real Yoda voice?
That was an impersonation. It wasn't an impersonation.
Grind time's out.
Huh?
Can you do a real Yoda voice and say it again?
I can, but no.
Do it.
No.
You can't do it. You can't do it. I'm scared.
Shakira.
Listen, I'm extra sober. I'm not doing a Yoda voice on a battle rap show.
Oh.
Go ahead, my
do it. You scared. You ain't.
I can sing like Shakira.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Whenever.
Yo,
now you got to do it, Drect. Now you got to do it.
I'm actually
do your Yoda voice.
Let me hear your Yoda voice.
No, I ain't got one.
Hey, yo, Drect, you remember that woman? Yo, hold on. You remember that woman that won a Toyota, and then she got so excited or whatever, and then they gave her a toy Yoda, and then she sued them for a car. Yo, son, you remember that story? Huh?
I said
a lady was good because she was given a baby Yoda.
Yo, so she was in I don't know if it was at work or it was a radio show, but whatever happened, she was in a contest, and they said the winner was going to get a brand new Toyota.
Oh, boy, Yoda!
Yo, the fact that they use wordplay to go over.
I was in a bar. I would have appreciated it. I would have been like, oh.
But they gave her a little doll, a little Toyota.
Your car was broke down and you needed one.
No, but she sued them and won.
Hell yeah.
No, she didn't.
I swear to God, it's a real story.
She sued them, and where she lived in Canada.
She sued them for whatever the new Toyota was at the time, the high end, whatever. She sued them for that and got it.
Now I'm thinking of
do your Yoda voice, man.
Listen, I don't have one. Now moving on. Listen, the last thing I wanted to say, I've been trying to wrap up the show, and y'all keep trying to make me be one with the force and shit. You heard? I was yelling at him, not you, Myverse. Never yell at you. Come on, fam. Y'all doing all this Star Trek? My brain is about to explode, fam. Y'all doing too much. Listen, the last thing I wanted to say is Danny Myers recently had a battle with one of the gods of battle rap.
Okay.
One of the top 5 dead or alive. The Punchline Prince.
Yo, is it out or what?
Yo, you know of this verse.
I know exactly what you're about to say, but like,
Yeah, so
Oh,
do I.
Danny Myers versus the God himself, Lil
The
yo,
super,
Slap,
the triple OG.
the 11-year-old assassin versus Danny Myers.
Lil
Now
Slap.
I was like, okay, this was probably like a joke battle. I seen Danny in the highlight clip really rebuttaling and getting in his face. Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
listen to me.
I
It's
said,
for his
oh my
own good.
God.
This is for his own good, Lil Slap.
Yo,
It's
Lil
for his
Slap.
own
Yo, Lil
good.
Slap, by the time Lil Slap is 15,
He's gonna
yo,
be
he
a
gonna be the
monster.
best 15-year-old in battle rap history.
He's gonna be a monster. And let me tell you, what better person to do it than Danny Myers versus Lil Slap? I am looking forward to that.
Hey,
I'm definitely.
Myverse, if I said that, I need your honest opinion. If I said that Danny Myers was like the Tupac of battle rap, what would you say to that?
And what would in what context? So, like, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
he's a Tupac of battle rap, meaning like,
Bald and from the West Coast. That's about it. That's where it ends.
all of them from the West Coast. I mean, he was like a super revolutionary and super like, um,
Oh my God, you get. She's actually giving you an out right now. You weren't thinking that way.
No,
like
this is what I
I'm
said.
no, because Tupac was more revolutionary, and then he was also into acting. He did more than just rap. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that would be the case. But a person that reps the West Coast heavy, and that you know what I mean.
Would you compare Danny Myers to being the Tupac of battle rap? Yes or no?
What does that mean?
Yo, I got an even better question for you, right?
What does that mean? Tupac of
No, I
battle
got
rap.
even better. Listen, I got a battle rap algebra equation for you, right?
Okay.
So if I have 3 bishops, okay,
Okay.
and all right, and if I multiply that by Canada, right,
Okay.
and then I add 3 gins,
Wow.
right?
Okay.
So in one parentheses you have bishop
hmm
minus gin, and
Okay.
one parentheses you have bishop plus gin. No,
Okay.
gin plus bishop. Another one you have gin plus bishop,
All
right?
right.
3 sets of gin and bishops. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Now, if you multiply that by body bags,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, and divide that by bishop losing all the time, who won? Who won the trilogy of Bishop and Gin?
Bye.
Wow.
She said she lost
Wow.
all.
Wow.
She lost all when you Bishop. No.
All right.
Lying.
But I'm trying to see how does this what does this pertain to Danny Myers being
All these are inside jokes that you're getting hit with back to back to back. They all hold
okay.
no relevance in the metaverse. Hold on, the metaverse, because you never
Yeah.
met a verse. Yo, listen, I'm crazy, and guess what? We
What
went. Show is supposed to be an hour long, and this is 1 hour 50 minutes and 30 seconds.
You
I
already
have
know how
no
it's
pay.
gonna happen.
I need the 2,500 out of the 100,000 to pay my bills because we went over time. Somebody
Yeah.
got that for me?
I mean,
You.
I need the 2,500, whatever.
Well, listen, big bag verse. You got me. After the cheddar battle, it should be raining bread.
Ooh.
You get a bill paid. You get a bill paid. You get a bill paid.
Yeah, man. I mean, I made really good money before, during, and after. So
I'll say this to every league out there: if you got a brain in your head and you're running the business, let's please have more Myverse in 2022. Myverse, stay active, stay busy.
you
We love you on the platform. We love when you work. Get them bags and get them rounds off and stay active this year. You know what I'm saying? The
I'm
music
really going to my own shit. Like I want to
Big
really do my
verse.
own
I like that.
independent shit. You know what I'm saying? Big purse verse. You already know. What's up, Twiz?
What's your musically? What's your next move? You got a single coming? What's up?
Um, I released a record with Nico Is. He's Talib Kweli's artist.
Shout
Um,
out Nico.
Shout out to Nico. And then I really recently was on Frankie J, his album. So definitely, that's a
You were
record that
singing? You were singing?
I did a little
Okay.
melody, but
I know you
Frankie J,
did some.
yeah, I did a little shim. But you know, I did what I was supposed to do, and that was on. It's called Run It Up, so definitely check that out. And I got some freestyles that are lined up that are gonna be out here, and so it's back to rapping, y'all. I know it's all cute and all shit, but it's back to rapping this year. So I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to battling and hopefully doing it on my own. I'd love to work with any league that wants to work with me and they respect the bag and hopefully, you see
Can I
me
say
on
something?
I get another one in before the summer. So
I,
that's the
I like
goal.
I like to end on this note. I'm dead serious about this. Fuck who you got winning awards. Fuck who you got people ranked. If we talking about skill, if we talking about styles, let me throw this out there in the universe. I want to see my verse, a small room battle, verse 40 bars.
Hmm.
Who's
I like
willing to
that.
set that up? Come up with the bag. You got a classic on your hands. My name's
I
Drect,
I love that.
and I'm done.
I love that. Yeah.
Myverse, thank you for being here with us. We appreciate you. Looking forward to a powerful year from you. And yeah, everybody, this is Myverse. It's my co-defendant, Direct. My name is Bishop Brigante. Every Wednesday, 6 p.m., we are one episode, trying to organize this culture one episode at a time. Thank you for being here. Please
Oh,
share and leave a comment on the video.
one more thing. Myversewashere.com. Love.
Don't cop
Myverse.
out to a 3 to 5 unless your great auntie dance like Mary J. Blige. You heard? Holla.
Hey.
All right.